Hey, I'm Dylan Bailey. I've been coming to Hills since about mid-2020. I am a father of a beautiful 18-month-old almost, which is very scary. And I have an incredible and amazing wife named Amber. The first thing I remember at 4 years old is watching my parents just screaming at each other. And I was sat in my hallway, and I had this tiny little crack in our sliding door, and I would just watch as they would just yell and scream and throw things, and it was ugly. But at 4 years old, I remember feeling an arm around my shoulder, tears in my eyes, watching, and I just felt this warmth, and I heard the words, "Don't worry, I'm here, you're my son, and I love you, it's okay." And so my childhood and my growing up was really challenging. But throughout all of it, I've known that God is so present in my life, and I know that He's there for me, and I know that I can trust Him. By the time I was 10 years old, they talk about having 4 different types of abuse, and I'd experienced all 4. When I was 15 years old, somewhere around there, I'd had enough. And I remember one day just going outside, and the plan was to never have to come back inside again. And in that moment where I'm about to attempt to take my own life, I am miraculously saved. There is no way, I should be here, that I could be here with what I was doing. And I heard those words again, "You're mine, I love you, I'm here, you're safe." Still cannot deny that I'm loved, that Jesus is real. And yeah, there's literally not a way I could be here doing this video without Jesus being real, without saving my life. And I think what's been amazing is, as I've gotten older and in the last few years, I've just seen so much restoration in my life, so much healing, so much righting of wrongs, and be able to just turn things around. And it's just been such a powerful and wonderful experience just to be able to just watch God just bring restoration in my life. It's been a fascinating and exciting journey as a father, and having my own child, and just knowing how I want to go about that differently, and how I want to go about the relationship with my wife differently, but also Jesus healing in that, and going, well, actually this isn't the same, and actually we're not gonna, this is not going to turn out the same way it did last time, and this is how we're going to bring light into that. So awesome and terrifying coming into fatherhood and going, there's no way I can do this well, or that I have what it takes to be able to be a good husband, and to have what it takes to be a good dad. But you go through those moments, and you watch as Jesus goes, actually you do have what it takes, and you can do this. And it's just really powerful and so exciting to overcome that. If you are struggling, if you are in a bad place or in a hard place, I just remind you that you are so loved, that you matter. That's what I would say. I would say that you absolutely matter, no matter what situation you're in. Jesus came for the people that are struggling, right? He came for the people that needed saving, and whatever situation you're in, He still loves you. He's still going to take you. He's still there's nothing you can do that can make Him not love you. But I would also say that if you are really struggling, get help. Call Beyond Blue, call Lifeline, absolutely get help. Actually talking to somebody, actually doing something about it is how you fight. It's what you do to take back ownership of that. Yeah. I think before we were coming to Hills, we weren't really, we weren't connected in a church at all. We were sort of like shopping for a really long time and weren't really finding anywhere. And so, like, my faith was just like, it was there, but it wasn't growing. I was quite stagnant. Since coming to Hills and like joining in with things like Awaken and just getting to know people, it's just been so powerful. Being surrounded by people that are filled with faith, just watching actually God's gifts just like flourish and grow in me, and being able to use that to then encourage and uplift other people. It's just been really wonderful. And I think it's just I just have such a good group of people around me, supporting me, encouraging me, pushing me forward. So many good men just really helping me in my journey. The fruit that's just flourished in our lives thanks to being at Hills. It's been beautiful. I think if you go back from when I was 4 years old and had that encounter all through, going to youth and just all the things I've gone through in my life and the ways I've seen God move, I think that the one thing you can absolutely say is that God is faithful, and that when He promises something, He will deliver. And that's not just true in my life. The whole Bible is just evidence of exactly that God is so faithful. And if He has promised you things, if He has spoken things over you, He will deliver. When and how is a very, very different question. But yeah, God is absolutely faithful, and He wants to see His people restored and healed and whole. And you can trust Him that He will do that. Yeah.